agus Aire Iompair choras Páirceáil agus Taisteal in Gaile tá mé géirí soléirú áil ó híh éondal chun céine tá déanta chur san áireamh go chur na cóiríoirí me héin san áireamh isteach mar chospóir beagnach 20 mbliana ó hin. I'm looking for an update, Minister, on the status of the rollout of Park and Ride in Galway, East and West, bearing in mind that almost 20 years ago the councillors did their job and put it in as specific objectives in the development plan.
Deputy Connolly, as Minister of Transport, I have responsibility for policy and overall funding in relation to public transport. The National Transport Authority, or the NTA, is leading the development and rollout of strategic park and ride sites nationwide through the Park and Ride Development Office. The NTA established the Park and Ride Development Office in February 2020, which has been included as an action in the Climate Action Plan 2019. The function of the Park and Ride Development Office is to enable the delivery of park and ride sites by the NTA in collaboration with local authorities and transport operators such as Aire Iompair across the country. Through the Park and Ride Development Office, the full-time special resources are now employed on such projects. Park and Ride Development Office has developed a Park and Ride strategy for Galway. That Park and Ride strategy envisages the development of up to 5 bus-based strategic park and ride sites, 3 for initial development and 2 for future development, and the expansion of rail-based park and ride at Aire Station. Work by the Park and Ride Development Office is ongoing in relation to proposed bus-based park and ride sites on the N6 at the Junction 19 Aire exit and the N83 just north of Clare Galway. Planning for enhanced rail infrastructure to facilitate the expansion of rail-based park and ride at Aire Station is separately being undertaken by Aire Iompair in conjunction with the NTA. Work on the remaining proposed sites will commence at a future date, as they are highly dependent upon the delivery of bus priority along the relevant connecting corridors. Overall, I welcome these developments and look forward to the projects progressing quickly, as the provision of park and ride at the strategic locations can help to reduce the distances travelled by car, with the corresponding reduction in carbon emissions, congestion and improved road safety.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you for the clarification on the N6 Junction 19 proposals, the N83 and the improvements for Oranmore and the railway station. Just let me go back to what I started out with. Almost 20 years ago, we put into the city development plan that park and ride be rolled out on the east and the west of the city. 20 years later, we're being told that there's work on the east side. There's absolutely nothing on the west side, on the Connemara side, that's been put into the future long-term plans. Now, I know you share my frustration in relation to this. It is one of the key solutions to Galway. One of them. There are others. The rollout of a light rail, the lifting of school transport. And yesterday I noticed from my colleague in Galway, Deputy Grealish and Deputy Kenny in East Galway, there's a certain nuanced difference in asking for the outer bypass to be clarified one way or another to get the decision out of the way so we can focus on sustainable solutions. This is what's happened. There have been no solutions implemented in my time because of putting all the eggs in the one basket.
I agree with you on that, Deputy, and we do need to clarify that and to start focusing on what I see are the sustainable transport solutions for Galway. I take a point about the west side, and that there is, I think, a site, was it one of those 5 sites which is being considered is along on the Barna corridor on the R336 close to the Capper Road, Western Distributor Road junction. But the other 2 which are further advanced is the one at the Aire junction and the Junction 19 and the one just north of Clare Galway. They're quite large. The one from Junction 19, 550 spaces, and the one on the just north of Clare Galway, some 320 spaces, whereas the proposed Barna one is slightly smaller, about 190. But I take your point about access from the west. The 2 sites are very much active in terms of our site options being looked at. And that obviously requires whether you go CPO or other mechanisms. The office is going to have to decide that, but they are quite far advanced. I can understand your frustration, 20 years waiting, but my understanding they're very close to getting decisions on some of those land options. Still has to, if I recall, still has to go into planning, and that will take, that takes a year, 2 years. So construction would likely start end 25, early 26. that's as quick as, you know, with our planning system being as slow as it is, that is a reality. But they are now at the point where the application or the being ready to go into that planning process should be very close in my mind.
I'm reluctant to blame a planning system that successive governments have run down completely. We were in Mayo last week and they pointed out to the planning vacancy. So I'm not going down that route. I place the responsibility firmly on the government. I can't describe frustration. The traffic in Galway has been like that for years. In my opinion, it has been let be like that because of policy decisions. I know you agree with me on this, but policy decisions have ensured that no serious action was taken in relation to the traffic congestion in Galway. School transport, creative extension of the school transport, at the very least, a feasibility study on light rail and the rollout urgently of Park and Ride, and to see that the Barneside is now gone into a long-term plan is really unacceptable. This should have all been done when we identified it 20 years ago almost, to say that it was absolutely urgent that we roll out different solutions to the traffic congestion in Galway. And I really would ask for your support on this, Minister, that we do something really creative, urgent and serious in relation to the traffic congestion in Galway.
I mentioned the planning issue not to look for an excuse for government or delay, but just to give you the reality in terms of to your constituents, that, as I said, while on some of these sites it is pretty much ready to go, the reality, as you know, is it will still take a period to go through the planning system. And at the same time, I would say I do have certain frustration as Minister for Transport on what I see as critical projects, the likes of the Crosslink, the cross-city bus service in Galway, which went into planning over a year ago, and we do need to be quicker in our planning process. And I'm supportive of what Minister O'Brien is doing in updating, modernising the planning legislation, because I do think we need to do that to make sure we get quicker decisions, quicker solutions to those problems. But we are committed, are absolutely committed in Galway, as soon as we get those sort of projects through our planning system, they will be given top first priority, because your point is a valid one. Galway has the worst transport problem, significant difficulties in congestion, and we do need to start providing the solutions. Park and Ride is one. I think the Bus Connects, and indeed based on the success of that, the upgrading to Lewis for Galway is the right way forward.